Here we go, we're live. Hi everyone, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are in the world. I am thrilled to announce that the doors to the Backstage membership will be opening tomorrow, Thursday, the 17th of June. And I'm going to be talking more about that inside the 5-day ballet abs challenge that I am currently running this week. We've got hundreds of ladies that have signed up and are exercising every day and learning how to find those deep core muscles. In the meantime, I'm going to be interviewing some of my Backstage members so that they can share with you their experience of Backstage, how they found us and how they're getting on. And today I am chatting with Tara. Welcome, Tara.
Hello, how are you?
I'm really well, thank you. How are you?
Very good.
Good. So thank you for offering to come and do this. And do you want to just start by sharing how you actually found Breaking Ballet in the first place?
It was probably through Facebook. It was right in the middle of lockdown, and I was looking on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube at different types of workouts and trainings that I thought would suit the way I like to work out, but doing it at home via my laptop. And I found the first Breaking Ballet challenge, which I did, which I can't remember whether it was abs or whether it was another one, because I've done a couple of them. I think I've done 3 or 4 in total. And it was an amazing week. And so I joined and I thought, wow, this is lots of fun. Because it's nice working. I like challenges to begin with, but it's nice working out with other people. And being in the middle of lockdown where I'm at home by myself and my partner, it gave me a little interaction and some sort of, it was bizarre. It was a little bit social, but at the same time, it was really, it wasn't easy. It was a nice challenge to push myself a little bit.
Yeah, fantastic. And then during that challenge, presumably you, or you know, during one of those challenges, you learned more about Backstage membership. And so, if you'd already done a few challenges, what was it that then tipped you over the edge and made you decide to join us Backstage?
Well, I messaged you when I was doing your challenges. I messaged you last year and I said, are you doing any live classes? And at the time, I don't think you were. And then all of a sudden you started doing a live class, and I signed up really quickly for that, and I loved it. And it became like my Saturday morning highlight. So I started your live. I then did a couple of challenges, and this year I saw the notice about joining Backstage. And because I think I'd become so familiar with your workouts, the way that they sort of work all parts of you, even though it's a core challenge, you always feel as if it's an all body workout. And I'd looked at you on YouTube because you have a number of YouTube videos, and I had done a couple of them and I liked them. And I thought, oh, this is probably what Backstage is like. I'll give it a go. And in January, I was looking at 2, yourself and a foam rolling sort of membership. And I thought, no, this is the one that's going to be more fun. I can foam roll by myself. And I joined because I sort of knew what to expect. I had no idea what to expect. It was so much better and so much easier. I love on Sunday evenings when you send out the program for the week, I look at the program so I can know roughly what the week's going to look like, so I can plan it in. It's also an extremely easy to use portal. I'm very techie, but I like easy to use tech. And every day when you just click on each little link and it takes you straight to the workout, you don't even need to think about it, and you can follow each of the workouts, the warm-ups, so easily. Yeah, it was an addiction straight away. It's very easy to use. And I think when I first signed up that first week, I was a little bit skeptical. Oh, how is this going to work? Once you do the first workout, the first day, you then think, oh my goodness, I should have signed up last year. And I did actually regret, and I never live with regrets, but I actually regretted not signing up last year as opposed to waiting till January of this year.
Well, you know, we all have those regrets, don't we? But you're here now, and I'm thrilled to hear that you know you're feeling addicted with ballet with Backstage workouts. And yeah, that Sunday email, everyone loves getting that. Lots of ladies in there like to be organised and know what's coming for the week. So that works really well. So since joining Backstage, what would you say are like your top wins, the things that you've noticed, the transformations, or the things that you have most enjoyed about it?
I like the community and the interaction with the other members. I'm literally we're all in lockdown and we can't go to classes. You can't really have you don't have the relationships you'd normally build with people that you take classes with. But Backstage, although it's virtual, I sort of feel like I know the other ladies on the course or the other ladies backstage. There's a small group that they participate and they put comments up, and I do as well. And I think you can build a relationship, even though I've never met any of these people. I feel as if I know some of them. My wins have been, I measured myself this morning.
Excellent.
My wins are clearly in shrinking without realizing. And yeah, I had to measure myself twice because I couldn't believe I've actually sort of slimmed down. And yes, I do ballet and yoga and foam rolling, but the one thing I have been doing every day, even on the rest days, because you give us a rest day sometimes on a Saturday and Sunday, I still do. There are 2 warm-ups I love, and that's become part of my daily core. And I will do that as part of a warm-up or a cool down, even if it's not on your program list, just because I like it. And I find that the results, your body just shows it for itself. So that's a big win for me. I love the community spirit. I find it incredibly encouraging. And I did post this week. I'd noticed that I have a different approach to water. I know that sounds really simple, but there were a couple of really good water drinkers in the group, and they've sort of influenced me. Also sugar. I'm a huge sugar addict, and some of the ladies, including yourself, posted how you'd given up sugar for a week. And I thought, I'm going to try this. I find that the comments and the posts that people put on the Backstage, they're more encouraging and inspiring, and I like trying new things. I like being encouraged to have a healthier lifestyle, and I think that's what we have Backstage. It's not competitive in any way. It's just a really lovely atmosphere, and I'm hugely competitive, so I don't mind a competitive atmosphere, but that's not what we have Backstage. And I think it's because the members are all, I think, very switched on, incredibly smart women who want to stay healthy, and they're open to try different things. And I like that. And it is very open Backstage. You wouldn't have thought so, but it is.
It is. It's I think it's because well, for me anyway, it feels like a really safe environment for people. They are sharing their wins, but as you know, people are sharing their challenges as well.
Absolutely.
Because we all have challenges.
Yeah.
We all have moments where we feel like giving up, when things go wrong, we get injured. And I know that's been a recent experience of yours as well, where you could quit, you could just throw the towel in, and then in 6 months' time end up in a worse position than you are now. But that's not the case inside Backstage. And what would you say, Tara? Because it's really interesting for me listening to you saying you've taken your measurements and how pleased you are with that. But what would you say to people? I know there are many ladies who've been joining the 5-day Ballet Outer Challenge this week, and when they come in, they have to answer questions to get into the private group. And one of the questions I ask is, what is like your top challenge at the moment with your health and fitness? And there are a few around menopausal tummy and perimenopause, but the top one that comes out every time is lack of motivation. So first of all, what would you say to those ladies that are sitting there thinking, am I going to be motivated to do this from home? And secondly, if they're sitting on the fence, unsure about whether this is the right platform for them, this is going to be the right fit for them, what would you say?
It's 15 minutes. It's not long. You can do 15 minutes every day, or as I said, I add some of your warm-ups or your cool downs, and I turn it into 45 minutes every day because I enjoy it. You can make it what it is. I'd say don't hesitate. Don't sit on the fence. Just try it. If you don't like it, then you can always give it up. But I think that you'll get out of the program or Backstage what you put into it. If you want to be if you want to participate lots, you'll find that there's someone who's sharing exactly the same experience as you. When you're having an off day, we've all had them. You talked about injury. It's really nice knowing that you can post something when you're not having, when you're not at the top of your game, and there'll be lots of encouragement because there are other people feeling the same way. So you feel less alone. But I do want to add, I found the workouts are really adapted to, I'm 53, so I'm perimenopausal, I have lots of other issues, and I'm prone to injury. Or at least I'm not prone to injury, but when I get injured, I take longer to heal.
Yeah.
And I find that the workouts feel as if they're supporting my body as opposed to doing harm. And that's actually really something that I found reassuring, that I could still work out and do some of because I think I was doing the Fabulous Arms Challenge the week I hurt my lower back, but I could keep going because the challenge didn't do any more damage. It allowed me to heal. So by the time you've probably been Backstage for about a month, you'll become very familiar with the different workouts. And on those days where you might have an iggle or a little bit of a pain somewhere, you can pick a different workout. So there's always something to take away from the area that you're trying to recover with.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
And it's thank you for touching on that. The other thing that I want to share with people, and please do comment, is that Backstage is not one of those memberships that you join and you get a bank of workout videos and then a library of videos, and then you are left to your own devices to pick and choose, and you're not quite sure what you're doing, and you can kind of lose your way a little bit. You can do that. There's the option to do that. It's very flexible, but there is a calendar that you follow. So if you need it to be really, really straightforward, Monday, this workout, done. It can be. And there's 2, 3, 4 workouts each day. So if you're a beginner, you just follow one workout a day. If like Tari, you've been doing it for a while, you can add more in and build that up to almost an hour a day. But I am present inside that group. I don't disappear after the challenge, and we do have a weekly Q&A, and it just reminded me to mention that, because in those Q&As a lot of the time it will be, I can't, I'm really struggling with this movement because I have a long-standing shoulder injury, Sarah, so what can I do, or how do I best do it? And that's what's nice, and that's what I enjoy about it, because I don't want women to feel, we've all got constraints, the aging process, we can't stop it, but we need to embrace perhaps different ways of moving and adapt to our current situation. And that's what I enjoy helping people do. So I think people sometimes assume that I disappear and I'm not hands-on after they've joined, but that's certainly not the case.
It's not the case. And Backstage feels like it actually feels, I used to be a member of a dance studio in Richmond, and this feels exactly like that. There's a community, it's active every day. I don't think there's been a single day that I haven't felt as if I've been going into a dance studio. And when I do the workouts, you get used to them, and so you see that sometimes it's the same class, but you actually feel like it's a real class, because there are other people on Backstage who will actually make comments, and that's nice. And I read the comments. I don't necessarily always have time to comment on them, but I read everyone's comments because I learn from it. And it's nice to know that someone else, I think there was one that you did last week that I really loved, and I put on that it was one of my favorites, and someone made a comment saying it was like hell on earth because it was so challenging, and it was hilarious. And now I've never met this person, but we have this banter, so it does feel like it's very active. And those emails that we get, it gives you a program every day, so you're never bored, because one week is very different from the next. We have our monthly challenges as well, which I think is really nice, because that makes you push yourself that little bit more.
And they're really nice, because sometimes when people have, had, they've been away for a week, or they've had a bit of time off, or whatever reason, and the challenges bring everyone back together at the beginning of the month. People are like, I'm back, what's happening? And with prizes at the end of those challenges as well, of course. Someone has just posted saying they're watching from Leon. It's 35 degrees, and I can't see your name, sorry, Penny. I can confirm that since joining Backstage, I've lost inches from my waist, I've transformed from a diet, and definitely love the exercises, especially in the community. Don't hesitate to join. This really does what it says on the packet. Thank you so much. That's very kind. I won't take up any more of your time, Tara. Thank you so much for joining us and sharing your journey with Backstage. And I can't wait to start welcoming new members to our membership when the doors to Backstage open tomorrow. And if you want more information about Backstage, we will be sharing that tomorrow. So keep your eyes peeled, and I'm around to answer any questions that you may have. So thank you, Tara. Enjoy the rest of the day. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.